Well, g'day and welcome back to Das Customs. And on this episode, rather than finishing off the turbo bug or working on the absolutely on the ground slammed 60, we're going to finish cleaning up the workshop because you guys are weird. And for some reason, I got more views on the job I did building the shelves and sorting out my workshop than I did building, a fully sick turbo off its head, fuel injected, V-Dub Beetle. So look, you got to go with what people like. So let me know if you want to see any of this other stuff. Look, I got to a point last week. You saw it. It was all kind of, reassembled. There was a massive pile of stuff still on the floor over here, which I've managed to put away during the week. It took me hours to sort that stuff out. But today the idea is to finish the task at hand, just to get this place tidied up. I want to leave it this afternoon looking like it's a showroom, that's the plan. So that way when I walk into it next time to work on here, I work on anything, it feels like I'm walking into a showroom. That includes mopping the floors, all that kind of stuff. There's a few things I have to do to make that happen. For one, I'm going to turn the cars around. I want them facing out. For two, I've got to drop this chop down onto its final resting place. It doesn't sit down on its pan properly. I've moved a few stuff around. Last time, I remember mentioning to you that I was going to put my drill press in there, which I have. It now sits there with all my drill bits and stuff. It's really handy, actually. I've got the engine for the chop sitting there. Things are actually starting to really fall together. It's feeling good, but I've got to make it feel better. Anyway, stay tuned. This is what we're doing. All right, well, that's phase one of this operation complete. I can look at my cars and kind of appreciate them. It's one thing when you're working on the back of them, you want them around the other way, but I think, when you just walk in, you want to see them. And I mean, for two of the same car, they're two completely different cars. I mean, you can just see, looking at them, the rat traps all ratted up, blinged out, and absolutely slammed. And of course the 50 Shades is shiny and racy. It's got that kind of race car vibes to it, is what I'm going for. Very little chrome, bit of polished alloy, and that's about it. No body trims, nothing. And a wild set of wheels. I think you'll find on this channel, wheels is something that I don't do what's standard. Even the chop is on a really, really nice set of drag lights. BBS knockoffs, that kind of look like a Simmons wheel. It's not one set of Fuchs in this garage. Bit of a running joke between me and the boys. Anyway, right, okay, so that's done. Look, I said the next thing I want to do is get this car sitting properly, so at least when you come in, it doesn't just look like a pile of junk in the corner. So I guess the next thing what I'll do is I'll roll it out and we'll try and get it sitting down in the back end. I just need to cut the, to do that, I just need to cut these body mounts down so it actually sits down properly. Couple of different ways you can do this, but I think what I shall do is just chop them off high, so that way it sits down and then I can weld them back on where I need them. Yeah, you can see how high it's sitting up there. It just doesn't quite look right. I've also got some smaller tires on this at the moment. This had some massive big rears on it, but I was trying to fit these wheels on this car. It didn't look right though, so we abandoned that mission. Let's push this one out. So that's it removed there, boom, and you can see it's all sat down on its pan now. This thing's going to be pretty cool. It's a going to be a very raked car. I mean, that's the idea with it. It is not, at the moment it's on air ride shocks on the front. This car is not going to be slammed. It's going to be a very comfortable drive. It's more of a hot rod vibe than a full slammed out rig. Building this car for my son, it is the next car on this channel. This thing, you'll be about to see a lot of this car. I have got every single part I need to build this car. Engine, tail lights, headlights. I mean, you know, the interior's in there. That was the old red interior out of the rat trap. It fits with that pan. You know, it's all there. So a bit of history. This floor pan is the first V-dub Beetle I got back again when I got back into the bugs, and it has been on about 4 different cars so far. It just seems to want to hang around. So it's going to be on the oval chop. This thing is wild. Let me put it out there. I'm going to push it back into its spot, kind of close it up, make it look like a car. And then we'll start tackling this area, that area. In the back here, you can see I've got my folder, which I don't use a lot, but it is very handy when you just do need to do a quick break. This is a new tool that I've bought. It's a plenishing hammer. I haven't used it yet. I bought it for this car and ended up not using it. So I've got it sitting in the back and a few things. I've just got to tidy this area up, make it look neat. You know, of course, all our suitcases live down here. So progress has been made there. I'm pretty happy with that side of the shop. Last little mop will sort it out. You can see the chop, how it's sitting now. This thing is going to be cool. I can't wait to get working on this. It is going to be awesome. Some people, actually, I get a fair few comments about the flags hanging in my shop, which is, I mean, I guess usual, but I'll give you a little bit of an explanation. Like last video I put up, someone commented on Old Glory, the United States of America flag up there. Half of my family lives in the United States, and I spent a lot of time over there. My son was born there, is a US citizen as well. So, you know, last time I was over there, I actually went to the US and went to Mexico and bought those 2 flags, you know, just as a memento. Mexican culture is bloody awesome. Their food is probably the best food in the world other than Italian food. And what to speak of their culture, you know, car culture. I mean, I swear most of what we do comes from their culture, you know, their car culture. So, you know, that explains that. I'm pretty, like, non-political, I've got to say, you know, although I do fly the Eureka Stockade flag. Yeah, I do fly the Eureka Stockade flag, not to be confused with the Confederate flag. It is very different. The Eureka Stockade was an incident that happened in Australia many, many years ago when the miners of a town called Eureka were getting taxed heavily by the government, which seems to be something that seems to be happening again. Maybe we need to start flying that flag a little bit more often. And they, you know, it was a protest flag at that point. It is the Southern Cross, and sits next to the Indigenous flag of Australia, which, you know, not something I talk about or need to talk about or claim, but I have Indigenous heritage. My family was originally from Tasmania, where we have, you know, generational heritage from the Indigenous side, you know, so therefore I like that flag. I like the Australian culture. I'm proudly Australian. Also, I've been asked, is that the Venezuelan flag? No, that is not the Venezuelan flag. That is the Colombian flag. I am married to a Colombiana. My wife is Colombian and my kids are half Colombian. So, you know, that's that side of it there. The Sea Shepherd, if you know who the Sea Shepherd is, it's just a group of people that I support. I think what they do is pretty awesome. And that's the flags in my shop. I mean, look, if you guys have got memorabilia or something that you want to send me, I would love to hang it up in here. People sometimes send me stickers. That collection's kind of got covered up now, but hey, send them through to me. Hit me up in the messages on Insta if you want to send me something, or if you just want stickers. Look, sometimes I send them, sometimes I don't. It just depends how busy I am at the time. And then, of course, we've got the Down Under Dubs Australia flag. That channel is my mate Josh Carthy's channel, and it is growing very well. It's something I'm very proud to be a part of. The Down Under Dubs boys are bloody awesome. It's a crew that we have here that get together and, you know, we just cruise. We go every once a month, we meet up, if not more. You know, and he's very kindly made one of the meetups every second month that's down south. You probably saw, I mean, I even shared one of his videos a while back of that meet. You know, we got some bloody cool cars in our crew and, you know, I'm proud to be part of it. Great bunch of guys. Anyway, shout out to Down Under Dubs. Tune into their channel if you haven't already. Right, this side is almost looking done. It's like as empty as this shop has ever felt. I've just got to address this bit. You know, I've got to sort through the stuff. I've got a set of carbs here. Then I'm giving to my mate Nathan from the Slow Sunday Vibe. He's going to try these on a single port. Don't know if they're going to work. He's going to have a crack. That's a Type 4 to Type 1 tinware kit. Look, if you guys see some stuff around here, I swear half the time I'm just keeping stuff in here for other people. If you see something in here that, you know, you need or you want, hit me up. Like you know, I've got a lot of stuff that I don't really need. You know, henceforth all the boxes, you know, handles, latches, wipers, thermofans, gauges, gen stands, coils. Man, that box has so many coils and old distributors in it that, you know, it's just like almost not worth going through. Yeah, so anyway, I'm going to keep cleaning up. Hey, if you've made it this far in the video, it might be a good time to hit subscribe. This channel is growing. Help the algorithm out. Comment, shoot us a comment. See if you know, tell me what you like, what you don't like. Happy for negative feedback, you know, constructive criticism as they call it. If you want to see more of these cars, you know, plus the other ones I've got tucked outside, hit subscribe. Thank you. All right. I mean, it's back to as good as it's ever been. I can't believe that I actually managed to fit all the same stuff that I had before, and it just feels like I've just got so much more space. I was feeling swamped. Now I feel like I've got room to, you know, now I feel like I've got room to work in, which is great. If you're really sick and twisted, you'll want to watch me clean the floor. This thing, you know, it is a really nice epoxy floor system. It still gets dirty and it kind of does my head in. It took me a long time, you know, and it cost me a fair bit to paint this floor. So I try and keep it as nice as possible. Anyway, now I'm going to go through the process of every now and then, you've just got to get down and scrub it. So that's me. That was fun. I enjoyed that. Now the little quick brew. Last will be just mop the floors. Having a workshop where you can actually mop the floors, I'm telling you, it's a game changer. I know in the old workshop it was just a sweep and that was it. Bit of CT14, it's another degreaser, just to really kick it in. I've been spraying that, which is just like a workshop degreaser to scrub it. I mean, these floors, obviously when I started, were mint. Now, I've done a fair bit of work. I've been working in here for a year and a half, a bit more maybe. They're still pretty good. Look, I tried to not, you know, weld and grind in here for a little bit, but that's kind of stopped now. Anyway, I'll put some hot water in this and then let's mop the floors. Well, as this video draws to a close, I got to say I'm pretty stoked with the weekend. I did not get a lot accomplished on my cars. I did a few minor things on the 50 Shades. It's going for engineering the week after next. I've been working on windscreen wipers, the bonnet catch. What was the other thing I've been working on? There's been a few little just minor things. I've been working on seat belts, whatnot. That will probably be in the next video, but this one's come to an end. I'm stoked. Sometimes you just need to clean up. Sometimes you just need to reorganise your stuff. Pedro. Now he's going to put dirty footprints all over my clean floor.
Come here.
Anyway, on that note, the workshop's done. Let me know what you want to see next. If there's anything you really want to see, you know, if you're happy with how things are cruising along. This will be the next big build on the project, on the channel, the chop. I've done a lot of work on that car and there's a lot of work to do. It's going to be a very, very cool build. This is done just needs rego. This is done, you know, as someone commented on the last one, these are never done. These things are never done. There's always a long to-do list, but, you know, driving is the main object of what I'm trying to get to. Anyway, on that note, look, I guess I'll just see you all next time. Final looks at the workshop as we fade out.